I could see how you react, how you react to me. So much differently, I am different.
Hi guys, Ian
and Blake
from the Football Boots team, and today we are looking at the Phantom Vision versus the Superfly. Now, as you can see, Blake has the Superfly on his feet, and I've got the Phantom Vision both in my hands and on my feet too. And I brought the big guns, I brought the white golds. Blake, we're going to compare these two boots across 10 different aspects.
Yep.
And we're going to let these guys know which is the best boot. Is it the brand new Phantom Vision, or is the Superfly still king? Because clearly the Superfly has been the best Nike boot for a long time, yes?
Yes, for sure. So let's do it.
So, this section is all about lacing up, putting on your boots. You can see us, we've been trying to put these boots on. They're not the easiest out of the Nike range, are they?
Certainly not. So they've both got the dynamic fit collar. Now the Superfly 360 itself, it's got the collar, it's actually quite compressive. So when you're putting them on, it's actually quite difficult, but it does have that sort of plush, soft heel region. I think they're okay.
That's the difference.
What about
these ones? It's a much harder heel region. When I've tried putting both on,
yeah,
and I find it much harder to get into these because this back bit doesn't quite collapse as much. It's not as soft.
Exactly.
Even though this collar is way more flimsy than yours is.
Yes. So we have to give a point to one boot. Which boot we're giving the point to?
They're both difficult to get on. You both need the shoehorn to help you out, I reckon.
Yeah.
But I'm going to have to give the point to the Superfly. I do think it is a bit easier. Would you agree?
Definitely. 1 point for the Superfly.
All right.
So the next section we are talking about fit. How does the Phantom Vision fit?
Yeah, well, actually, it fits really well because you've got the booty inside,
yep,
you've got the quad fit system and the mesh booty, and it wraps around your foot really nicely, locks it in place, and the best thing is it's got these laces so you can tighten it. It's a really nice fit on your foot. Exactly.
Now, the material is notoriously narrow, so I've got wide feet myself, and it is quite harsh, especially in that sort of midfoot region for the Superfly, but overall with that Flyknit upper, it's actually very, very comfortable. Wide-footed players can pull this off. So
better than previous generations of the Superfly.
Much, much better because it doesn't have flywire. Now the Superfly 5 had flywire, but this generation doesn't because of that 360 degrees
Flyknit. Little cables that went into the laces that helped you like lock your foot into the boot, yeah?
Yeah, but the exposed Flyknit, all this new Flyknit design actually makes it better for wide feet.
All right, so the guys want to know, which one do we choose? Which has the best fit for your foot?
I think I'm going to have to give the point to the Phantom Vision because it is wider and it's got that quad fit. So
yeah, even if you've got a narrow foot, that it fits into that quad fit quite nicely.
Yep.
I think the difference is with the Superfly is it doesn't have that flywire, so you can't lock your foot in as much.
Exactly.
So it's not quite as good as it used to be, and maybe Superfly 7, maybe they'll bring flywire back.
Maybe.
You never know. Right, we're going to see who has the best players for their boots. So Blake, I can start off by telling you that I've got Kevin De Bruyne, poster boy for the Phantom Visions. Who have you got?
I've got the poster boy for the Superfly. I've got CR7.
Cristiano Ronaldo. All right, not bad, not bad. I can take that. What about Phil Coutinho?
He is pretty good. Well, I've got the future poster boy of the Superfly, Kylian Mbappe.
Oh, he's a big name, all right. He is young though. Who have I got? I could go with Rafael Varane.
Yep, exactly. I've got Marco Asensio.
All right, I've got Ericsson at Tottenham.
And I've got Alexis Sanchez.
All right, all right. Well, then I'll go Sergio Busquets.
And my last player is Arturo Vidal.
Thing is though, have you only memorised 5 or is that it? There aren't any more players. Can you think of another one?
Not really. There's not actually many
Phil
more.
Foden. I've got Phil Foden who is wearing the Rising Fire Phantom Visions. But I think we are going to have to give it to the Superfly. It's got a lot better players.
I think so. CR7, come on, that's a point.
Well, De Bruyne is injured.
So that's another point.
All right. All right, this section is all about the Soleplates. I brought out the big guns. I got the white golds. Can I lose?
Yeah, you can lose. This is the Superfly Soleplate. This has chevron studs, very, very flexible. It's really designed for those wingers and strikers. It's arguably the most responsive Soleplate on the market. You can't really beat it. What about the Phantom Vision?
Well, that was the first time we've seen that split Soleplate, wasn't it?
Yes.
But the Phantom Vision, look at those, that is beautiful. And even on the blackouts, the best thing about this is it's got great little twists and turns with these studs used here, and then you've got a bit of acceleration and braking around the back. But overall, it's a really well designed, kind of up-to-date Soleplate.
Yep.
And for me personally, this is what I'd use as a midfielder. Bang, I'd be straight into it. It's really great for the twists and turns in midfield.
Yes, so I think they're both very, very good Soleplates. I would say the Superfly, but then again, I think that's pretty good as well.
I'll tell you what though, isn't Neymar wearing like an AG version of that?
He is wearing the AG version.
So Neymar isn't even wearing that. Oh no, it's on the Vapors, but still.
Yeah, so I think it has to be a draw, this one.
It's all about player preference. I think that's what we're getting
Exactly,
to,
exactly.
So you're a forward, you want a fast accelerating boot, you've got the Superflies.
Yep.
I'm a midfielder, I want lots of twists and turns,
Yep.
sprays and passes around.
Easy.
These are good for me. All
Yep.
right. Right, now it's time to look at colourways, because obviously one of the things you look at with boots is, do you like the look of them? And obviously, as I said, I've got these big guns here. So Blake, can you beat these? What boots has the Superfly had last 3 colourways?
So we'll disregard this one, that is the launch colorway, but this is the JDI. We've also got the Raison Concrete, and we've also got Rising Fire as well. I think they're all pretty nice. They're all sort of classy colorways, more than those sort of modern, bright colorways. I really like the Rising Fire though.
Yeah, with Mbappe wearing those, I mean, they are fire, aren't they?
I mean, that's fire as well, the white and gold.
I mean, this is beautiful, but if you wear it on pitch, it's going to get a bit mashed up, I suppose, a bit like the JDIs. They change colour. You saw players do that at the World Cup.
Yes.
And then you've got these ones. These ones are the launch ones with that big red triangle on it.
Yes.
We're not counting these stealth ones. We've got the Rising Fires as well. That's got that big silver triangle. I do really like the colourways of the Phantom Vision, but the one thing that irks me about it is this massive triangle that I don't think we need to see. That's why I wear these, because it's subtle.
Exactly.
So I'm willing to give you the point and say the Superflies win, even though
yes,
those raised on concrete Superflies are very boring.
Yes, I'm going to have to agree with you.
All right, point to the Superfly. All right, so this is where I think I've got Blake. With the Phantom Vision, it is a brand new boot in the market. It has got so much going on with it. We're talking tech, and this has got this lovely grippy texture on the upper.
Yep.
You've got ghost laces
yep.
with the mesh booty inside hiding
exactly.
it away. You've got this big passing pad in the middle here as well. You've got that Soleplate that I love, and it's got ACC, all of that normal Nike tech. I have to have beaten you in the tech race.
Well, this Superfly is actually quite simple this time round. It's got 360 degrees flying it, so very, very comfortable, but no flywire. So that's its biggest downfall. Chevron studs and a split nylon sole plate with that dynamic fit collar. I'm going to have to agree with you. That Phantom Vision is
There's
very...
nothing wrong with the Superfly, but this is bang up to date, brand new, and it's got a lot of good stuff going on. Point to the Phantom Vision. All right, this time we are looking at the collar. Which boot has the best collar? They've both got a collar. Blake?
Well, I've mentioned it before, the Superfly has a very, very compressive collar. It's actually quite tight in your foot. It does actually have a purpose. What about the collar on the Phantom Vision?
So the idea of yours is seamless connection between leg and boot.
Yes.
The thing with my collar is actually it's really only there to help you pull the mesh booty up. It's a lot looser. It's like what you get in an academy like Superfly or something.
Exactly, exactly.
It doesn't have that like tech benefit. So also, the fact with this boot is you can't get a low version. If you wanted to get a low of those, you could go buy the Vapors.
Exactly. So you
can't get a low version of these. So I think collar-wise, it just shows that that's probably the better boot out of the two, because the collar does something.
Yes, exactly.
So Blake, how much does your pair of boots weigh? Or how much does one boot weigh?
Mine is a speed boot, so it has to be relatively lightweight. So it's going to be around that sort of 195 to 200 gram mark, depending on the size you have.
The sizing varies.
So pretty good.
Yeah. So mine weighs more like 225.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
225. I mean,
it's pretty good.
Because it's got 2 layers of material. We've only got 1, so that's part of it.
And the split sole plate, you know.
Yeah.
Lots of reasons.
So we're going to have to give the point to the Superfly in the weight conditions.
Yep.
All right. So we all know that cleaning white boots is quite a mission. As you may have seen, Blake clean the white World Cup Superflies on the channel. He did a pretty good job of bringing them back to white. But the question is, which is easiest to clean? Is it the Phantom Visions or is it the Superfly?
Well, the Superfly does have an exposed flynet upper, much more than what you saw on the Superfly 5. It's not the easiest boot, but it does have that smooth texture on top of the Nike skin.
Yeah, I mean, I've got more, probably more Nike skin going on around the boots. It's just that ghost laces section on mine, which is the bit that's hard to clean, and you've got a little bit more exposed.
Yeah, but that texture on the Phantom Vision itself is just so sticky, so grippy. It's almost like sandpaper.
Yeah, but it wipes off nice and clean. The only trouble is these black ones, it kind of goes a bit dull grey when you kind of clean those off.
Yep.
But the other thing I'd say is your sole plate is easier to clean than mine.
Yes.
If you play on like little muddy pitches, it can get a little bit kind of clogged in there a little bit.
Exactly.
Yours is a bit easier than mine because you've got less to clean almost.
Yes, okay. So.
All right, I mean, what do you reckon? Who wins out of that one?
I don't know, it's almost a draw, I think. It's
almost a draw.
So guys, I think we've come to conclusion that the Superfly 360 still reigns supreme over the Phantom Vision. Yes, that still is a very, very good tech-heavy boot, but the Superfly wins.
It might win. I mean, it depends what type of player you are. You've won a lot of stuff based on forwardy stuff, with midfielders that could do better with these. I think sometimes you've got to think about which boot suits you best. But Blake, seeing as we're at the pitch, I challenge you to a competition. Let's see if the Phantom Vision can redeem itself. I'll wear them, you wear the Superflies. Let's do a challenge and see who wins.
Let's do it.
Right guys, chance of redemption for the Phantom Vision. We're here right now. Blake and I have agreed that as soon as we finish doing this clip, we're going to go straight into the challenge. Now, Blake, I believe you've got a little bit of a cheat. You've got a shoehorn for trying to get the boots on. shouldn't be allowed, but Blake did ask if we were going to have our laces done up in our trainers, and we do, but I've told him to do them nice and tight, and we're going to start now, so let's go.
What are we doing?
See, that's what I got him to do his laces. Ha. Oh, it's harder than I thought.
Got one.
No! Oh, you're not laced up yet, no wonder you haven't worried. First one to hit the crossbar wins. Oh yeah, I'm off. I'm off.
I don't need it though. No, you're gonna miss. You got your time, you can take your time if you want.